Helen Barcelone here again. And today I wanted to talk about Dale Carnegie. Dale Carnegie is one of the guys that I read very early in the late 70s, 80s. And I took the Dale Carnegie course also, which I thought was very enlightening. And some of the things in there are still relevant today. I always think that the older books are the better books. And How to Win Friends and Influence People was one of the first books that I read from Dale Carnegie. And I think it was one of the first ones he wrote. So there's 9 things that he mentions about becoming a friendlier person. And one of them is don't criticize, condemn, or complain. We as human beings tend to do this constantly. And changing, criticizing, condemning, and complaining, first of all, helps your relationships, but also helps your own state of mind. And number 2 is give honest, sincere appreciation. Again, that's something we don't do a lot. We're not sincere about being honest with our appreciation of others. Number 3 is arouse in the other person an eager want. So if you are trying to run a business, or if you're trying to recruit people or delegate, then you want these people to be eager about what it is that you want them to do. And it also works with children, your spouses, family, all that sort of stuff. So find out what arouses them to be able to eagerly do what you want them to do. Become genuinely interested in other people. Don't you find that when you go out and you talk to people, they're not really interested. They're not even listening to what you're saying. They're talking before you finish your sentence. So become genuinely interested in people, and you'll find that your connections, your relationships will build if you do that. Number 5 is smile. How many times do we go around and we don't smile? You know, smiling changes the chemical balance in our brain and also makes us happier. So smiling is a good way to be interacting with people, and also it changes your energy. And again, it changes your brain chemicals as well. Number 6 is remember that person's name is the sweetest and most important sound in any language. If you get someone's name wrong, you've lost them. If you forget their name, you've lost them. So remembering people's name and pronouncing it the way they want it to be pronounced is music to their ears. You know what it's like when someone says your name and they get it wrong. You're thinking about that. You're not thinking about what people are saying. So really try to get people's names and sound them the way they want them to be heard. Number 7 is be a good listener and encourage others to talk about themselves. Not many people are good listeners. Like I said before, people listen to talk. They listen to reply. And therefore, they're not listening to be able to get people to talk about themselves, to get people to talk about that project, that whatever it is that they want to talk about. Being a good listener really is an art, and it's something I would encourage you to really focus on. Number 8 is talk in terms of the other person's interests. So like I said before, listening to reply, listening to be in part of the conversation is what it is. But if you talk in terms of the other person's interests, so if they're talking about football, you want to keep talking about football. If they're talking about a favorite pizza, then you talk about their favorite pizza. So let them talk about what interests them, and then talk back about that interest. Don't go off on a tangent and talk about your own thing. And the last one, number 9, is make the other person feel important, and do it sincerely. There's nothing worse than having a conversation with someone or being with someone and you're really not interested. If you're not interested in that person, if you're not interested in what they've got to say, leave it alone. Walk away. So I encourage you to read or listen to How to Win Friends and Influence People. There's a lot of good information in there that is so relevant for today. And you can put it into your business, you can put it into your relationships, and you can put it into your family. So again, Click the links below. You'll find some more information on my blog and also a link to how to win friends and influence people. And remember, subscribe to my channel and give me comments. Thank you.